Coach, just what is it about the Florence opening that attracted you?
Well, I did some research. Obviously, the fact that they've had a hockey market here in the past, and the community's been chomping at the bit to get a program back here, tells me a lot about where everything's at hockey-wise in this town. And I think anytime you can go into a market, there's going to be a lot of excitement like that, and that's what we're looking to do is try to get that momentum going early and ride that momentum that everybody's been jonesing to see. Obviously, when they announced the team, you heard the rumors about the PD jerseys and this coming out and showing up, and we just are really excited to get back involved in the community. The population's obviously expanded since the ECHL team was here too as well, so we expect even hopefully bigger crowds, but ultimately it's up to us, the front office, to get butts in the seat and provide a good entertaining product.
What's the adrenaline rush, or what is the thrill of excitement or starting a team from scratch? What do you enjoy about that?
Well, I just always have loved a good challenge, no matter wherever I've coached. I just love a good challenge, and I think when you get a chance to really, as we call it as a coach, shop for the groceries. I'm shopping for groceries right away. I'm not inheriting a roster. Essentially, everybody that's going to be coming into training camp, I'm going to have my hands on those guys. The cuts, everything is I'm going to have my hands on it. So, there's definitely more expectations of that too as well, because the buck stops with me. So, if players don't perform, if it's the wrong players, ultimately, I will be the one taking responsibility for it, and that's the name of the game, right? So, we're looking forward to building this roster first and foremost with character guys that are not only good hockey players on the ice, but also maybe have prior leadership capabilities coming from college, coming from CIS, Canadian University. We look for leaders. That's typically been my sweet spot as a coach, is trying to really recruit guys that already have those leadership characteristics.
Tell me about your history as a player.
Sure. Not much, actually. I played all of my life growing up, and then played a couple years of junior hockey, but I'm one of those coaches, and there's not many of us, that actually got into coaching very early. So I've been coaching 24 years. So started coaching when I was 22, AAA in high school, and then I've been coaching pro now, I think 16 or 17 years. So just been a lifelong coach, kind of a student of the game, and just absolutely love the game of hockey.
You coached Pensacola to their first league championship. What is the components that a championship team should have? How does that fit into your vision for building this team?
Well, again, that team was riddled with a ton of character guys, and actually a lot of coaches have moved on from that roster into the college ranks, the junior ranks and stuff. So it didn't surprise me that we had the success that we had that year because of the character guys that we had. So, I was blessed. Again, I'm one of those guys, I think coaches get way too much credit when you win, and I think they get way too much blame when they lose. I think it's probably falls somewhere in the middle, but that first championship was definitely not all me. It was a lot to do with those guys in that room.
One final question. Do you have a chip on your shoulder after what happened in Pensacola?
I am upset about it. I'm not going to lie to you. Last year we set an SPHL record with 12 call-ups, and they all happened basically in the first 2 months of the season. And we had to rebuild our entire team basically almost from scratch. About 8 games into the season. Made it very difficult, and the rule changes in the ECHL last year were a big factor for that. And also, of course, a lot of those guys, they're coaching colleagues of mine, because I was in the ECHL forever. So whenever they needed players, of course, and they were hurting, they feel like I'm going to call a good old friend Gary Graham and get players, which was great for my players. But it's hard to win hockey games, at that level when all your best players, your best scorers, your best defensemen, your best power play guys are out of your lineup. So we did everything we could. We had a great group of guys. We lost a lot of overtime games last year, which was very frustrating just because we just didn't have the scoring. But, everything happens, in life for a reason. I'm a faith-based guy, and I believe that God's put me on this path for a reason, and we'll see where it takes us.